Everyone is aware of the conversation about how the owner seems to be leaning towards wanting Jalen Hurts to have that job and to build around him. So my question is, with the Eagles picking at 6, if there's a quarterback there that they like, do you believe they should take that quarterback 6 overall?
Well, it depends on who the quarterback is. I got to be honest with you. You don't want to go into the draft like with it already decided. Chances are a quarterback that is going to take your franchise from this level to being Super Bowl contenders, him still being there at that point, chances are he's not going to be there. So my suggestion would be to trade back if there's a quarterback there that other people want to trade back, because this roster got old and bad just like that. They need to rebuild the roster. This team is not a quarterback away. So I wouldn't give them like a hard and fast rule. Mike Golick Jr. likes to repeat something that I used to say a lot, is that absolutes are for like children and dumb people. So I wouldn't say you go in with an absolute decision that you have to get a quarterback, but I would say you play it by ear. If there's a great quarterback in that spot when they get there, they can draft him or trade back. But it's more important to rebuild this roster than it is to try to find a successor to Carson Wentz.
I hear you, but I mean, you can put one thing as an absolute, which is to say, if Justin Fields falls to us, we take him. If Trey Lance falls to us, we take him. Like those, you do have to go in knowing that one way or the other, right?
The thing is, nobody knows how to draft a quarterback. They can all lie to themselves and convince themselves that they do. No one knows how to do it. It's a coin toss. Everyone gets it wrong, and then sometimes they get it right, and we pretend like they're geniuses. So if they can wrap their head around the facts and control their ego to the point where they understand that chances are they may not get it right, and start to build up a good team, and a team that a good quarterback could be, or a bad quarterback could be good in, and a good quarterback could be great in, that's better. That's what they did before. That's how they won the Super Bowl. They don't have to look far. They don't have to go to another city or to go back 10 years. Just a couple years in that same city, they won a Super Bowl with 2 quarterbacks who were not great and a team that was excellent around them.
Well, they thought one of them was great. He's not the one they wound up winning it with. He's not the one they built a statue of after the fact. Marcus, what do you think?
If you identify a guy, he's available, take him. Listen, this is so simple for me. Like, the one position where if you think you can upgrade it is the quarterback spot, because we know foundationally, if you have that, it gives you the ability, especially with the way things are laid out now with what you can do with rookie quarterback and their deal. Listen, but this is not about if Jalen Hurts is good enough. This is not about Jalen Hurts not being good enough. Jalen Hurts may very well end up being the guy that Philly needs. But if you have an opportunity through your scouting personnel, through the people in that building, if a guy you've identified as a guy that you think puts you in a better situation than Jalen Hurts, you take him. We're talking about the quarterback spot. Like, we're not talking about you take a corner if you no, this is QB. So listen,
I used to bring corners into
to Fox's point,
corners, and this ain't nobody been talking about corners.
You could be wrong. My bad.
You've heard Domonique's feelings.
An example. Please, man. Stop it. Please, I'm trying to be nice.
Wrong, but there is a cost to being wrong. We can pretend like you can just keep taking shots at quarterbacks, but there's a cost to being wrong. And so that's the point I'm making, is accept that you don't really know what you're doing when it comes to drafting quarterbacks, because nobody does. So build up a team, and then you can have any quarterback in that situation would do much better. I think it's just so risky. It sets your franchise back if you draft a quarterback, because you're going to at least give him that high in the first round. You're at least give him a couple years to build around him, and it could set your team back. That's my point.
Graziano, what do you think of what you're hearing around the league as far as the Eagles' plans and what we should be expecting realistically to be there when we get to 6?
Well, that's the thing, right? We have all these mock drafts that are, Todd McShay and Mel Kiper are doing, that have quarterbacks going 1, 2, 3, 4. And if that happens, the Eagles are not going to be in a position at 6 where there's the quarterback of their dreams is sitting there. And I'm sure that at that point they won't take one. But look, the Eagles will look at the quarterbacks and they'll say, we like this guy, we don't like this guy. This guy's a franchise, whoever it is, Fields, Lance, whatever. This guy's a franchise changer. If he's sitting there at 6, and they think he's a franchise changer, they're going to take him. But if not, then they'll go with whatever they think is best, whether it's Jamar Chase or whatever. So, I mean, these guys are right. ESPN does a really good job of hiring former players who are smart and think thoughtfully about the game, and even the NFL draft, which is this huge hype fest that people get so worked up about. These guys are thinking about it the right way, and so are the Philadelphia Eagles.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.